Enough that. I want to give introduction to my wife here. This is Mrs. Curry, Carlos Curry. She's traveling with me for this weekend. She and I have been married now for 35 plus years, and we live in the metropolitan area of Atlanta. As Kim stated, we have 3 adult children. I'll explain that somewhere along the course of the day, and stuff, what I mean when I say that, but all of our children are young adults right now, and they live also in the metropolitan area of Atlanta. Let me ask this question, because I like to have some interaction in our class today. How many of you, when you were being raised by your parents, were taught that success would mean go to school, get a good education, and that education means at least perhaps a college degree, go out and find yourself a good job with benefits, kind of work hard, do the right thing, and you were supposed to kind of make it and everything was going to kind of work out okay? How many of you had that, some version of that told to you in your life? Now here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to believe me. I want you to go Google it sometime, not right now. I want you to Google the word retirement. And I want you to see how many people in this nation and around the world are approaching retirement. But in this nation alone, 10,000 people retire every day. And over 95% of those people retiring are unprepared for retirement. Almost all of them have to return to work once they retire because they did exactly what they were told. Now, you got to understand, this generation has worked on jobs for 40 years. They had education, all of the things that we taught them to do. And now, as they are approaching their retirement years, they are struggling to retire. You do not have to take my word for this. That's why I'm telling you, Google the word retirement. See, because here's the thing. If I were to go out here and get on I-85, and I want to get to Atlanta, is it a fact that I-85 takes me to Atlanta? Anybody aware of that? Now, what's your name, sir? Terrence. But what if I get on I-85 and head due north? When will I get to Atlanta? So what should I do? I should determine that I'm going wrong, first of all, right? And then I need to turn around. How soon should I turn around? Huh? Immediately. So I should not go all the way to Durham to turn around. What if if I get to Durham and still don't want to turn around? I keep going. I'm not going to get there, right? So here's what happened. If you determine today that you are on the wrong path to your success, when are you going to turn around? See, if you determine that the path that you have laid out and have been taught was going to lead to success, and that is not going to happen, because you don't have to take my word. All you have to do is look at people who have traveled that path before. See, every road has a predetermined destination. You cannot change the road and where it goes, but you can change what road you are on. See, I can't change where I-85 takes me, but I'm given multiple opportunities to exit I-85 at all times. And so if I exit I-85 and properly now turn around and head I-85 south, I can get to where I'm going. So that is a concept I want to start out with today talking to you about. MyEcon, that's short for My Economy. I need you to do something with me, everybody. Raise your right hand. I don't want you to solemnly swear. I just want you to tap yourself right here and say, my economy. My economy. Not Alvin Curry's economy. Let me tell you why you're not here to fix my economy. This is Mrs. Curry. She hasn't worked a job since 1995. If you don't do anything, she still ain't gonna go get no job tomorrow. It's about what your economy look like. Now, I know some of you ladies would say, woo, I sure wish I didn't work no job too. But she got tired of sitting at home. So she now works with us at the office in this company. So I'm one of the founding partners of the company. And so she does work at this company as a CFO. But when I say she doesn't work a job, she's never going to go get a job anywhere else. She decided to do that one time. What's your name again, young lady? Right here. Yes. D. She went down and applied for a job. And they hired her. And they were going to pay her a small salary of about $14, $15 an hour. She said, I'm not working for that. I don't know who they think they're talking to. I said, dear, I will make you take that job. But I figured out I couldn't make her do nothing, so I just said, okay, whatever. They had to start all over looking for somebody else now to go work that job because she didn't take it. And she ain't look for no job no more since. Because God has blessed us to take care of our economy. So I'm not here to get you to help me take care of my economy. What I'm going to do today and everything I have is I'm going to try to impart to you what it means for you to take care of your economy. Does that make sense? Yes. Okay, so let's go to the next page, sir. MyEcon was incorporated in the metropolitan area of Atlanta, Georgia in 2005. We are a multi-million-dollar debt-free company based out of Atlanta. When we say that we're technology-driven, all that simply means is, now most of you probably are much more technology savvy than I am. But if you can get on the internet and do email and do websites and Google, you can do everything you need to do in this company as far as need to do. Because now you may want to do some other things. We're going to talk about the social media side and all that, but that ain't absolutely required to be successful in this business. But it is required that you be able to get on the website. It is required that you be able to open up your emails and check them and send a few emails. But other than that, it's really not required that you be a social media person. Now we got some sharp social media people, and a part of our training today is going to cover that. But that's not required. But everything on this company is integrated and it works in sync. So whenever you join the company, you hit a report. And from that point all the way through, everything you do, everything you sell is tracked. All that's done for you. You don't have to even keep any reports. All that's done for you, and you can go to your website and see all of your sales activity anytime you get ready. Myself, Alvin Curry, I was introduced to a gentleman in March of 1987. At that time, Miss Curry and I was living payday to Monday. We would get paid on Friday. She would pay daycare that Friday evening for the 2 children we had at the time. On Saturday, she would go grocery shopping, buy groceries for the next couple of weeks, because we were getting paid bi-weekly. And on Sunday, she would sit down and pay our bills. She had a fine art of milking our checkbook all the way down to zero. Not even gas money left for the car. But I was a little boy, grew up in Mississippi, so my dad told me you need to keep a few of these in your pocket every once in a while. So I would keep a few dollars because I like to have me a drink. And then she want my few dollars to put gas in her car to get to work the next week. Well, of course, I needed her to go to work at that time, so I had to put gas in her car. But all of our money was gone. And here was the thing. We got paid every 2 weeks. So let's just say, as an example, the first Friday of the month, that was a house note and a few other bills, and we were broke. The middle of the month, that was a car note and a few other bills, and we were broke. So as far as I could look down the road, I didn't see a time ever in my life where we had extra money coming in. Because every pay cycle, all the money was accounted for. But because someone showed up in my life and said to me, if we do business together, we can get rich. At that time, we were doing insurance and investment business. I believed him, and I started to do business with him named Ivy Stokes in March of 1987. And September of 1988, I left my job with a wife, 3 children, a 6-month-old baby, an 8-year-old baby, and a 10-year-old baby. I was 31 years old, and I've never worked a job since that day. Oh, we had some ups and downs along the way, and some storms hit our lives. But I never went back and got a job, and I never will go back and get a job under any circumstances. Now, I'm not telling you to quit your job, but I'm telling you that this gentleman that I met, he is today the brain thrust of this company, and he and I have been in business every day of our lives since that, and we did get wealthy. We've created and generated hundreds of millions of dollars of wealth all across the United States and helped thousands of people fix their lives. Along with him is a gentleman named Larry Gates, who's our CEO. Larry has been with us since 1989. And then my wife, she runs the company as a CFO. We are the management team of this company. That's all. We have one other person that helps in the company on a customer service basis, and everything else is ran over the internet. So that's how technology savvy this company is. We teach a concept called personal financial success. Let me ask the question of those of you that's here. At what point in your life, no matter how far down this road you look, when you look, what point in your life can you look down the road and say, I don't need any income? At what point while you're living, you're not going to need income? Do you ever see a day in your life, sir, that you're not going to need income? Can you ever envision a day in your life you're not going to want a job? You want a job if you're 95? Got to pay the bill. That makes sense. Actually, that does make sense. But I'm sure at 95 you wouldn't want now. You might have to have one. If you don't do what we teach you today, you're going to have one. So that does make sense. But here's the thing. Can you ever see a point, Alvin, in your life that you're not going to want to get and go to work every morning? You can see that point. That point could be today. I don't know. But you can see a point. But you do recognize and realize that every day of your life, you're going to need some money to buy groceries, because you're going to still need to eat if you're alive, right? You're going to still need to pay light bill if you're alive, right? So here's the thing. What we call personal financial success is something we call income for life. Next page, sir. We call this income for life. Here's what we mean. We said now, if you want an income, doesn't matter what it is, my example is $5,000 a month. Your example can be whatever it is you want. So if you wanted $10,000, $20,000, you do it the same way. $5,000 a month. At $5,000 a month income, you're going to go out and get a job or a business of some type to provide that income. So now, when you go get that job that provides you $5,000 a month, from a job perspective, all of you who have one, look at your check. If they tell you your salary is $5,000 a month, if they tell you your hourly wage is $10 an hour, whatever it is, look at your check. You have something called gross, and you have something called net. And the gross and the net differs considerably, doesn't it? The more you make, the larger that difference is. If you are in the low income category where you make maybe a couple $1,000s a month, they may only take 10 to 15% of that money as taxes. But if you are in what they call the middle income families, which is roughly $5,000 a month, $60,000 a year, they're going to take 25 to 30% of your money. They're going to take roughly 15% for federal income taxes. 7.65 is Social Security and Medicare. And whatever your state taxes are, that's going to come out. And then, down here at the bottom, you see that 3767? Okay, what's your name, young lady? Rita. You now have to pay your bills on the 3767. So if you go get a mortgage, they want to mortgage your house based on $5,000, not the 3767. If you go get a car, they want your car payment based on $5,000, not the 3767. When you go to church, they want you to tithe. They want you to tithe on what? $5. Now, why is it everybody act like you got $5,000, but everybody know you ain't got $37.67? There is a trick in this thing called capitalism. Capitalism is they want you to give them all of your money. See, my dad taught me growing up in Mississippi that I was supposed to cash my check and keep a little bit because I may want to have a drink or something. Well, I used to want to have a drink from 13 to 30 every day. But I got delivered around 30. I ain't want to have now since 30. I've been delivered now for a while, okay? But I did want to have a drink. But here's the key. If you get your check, most of y'all don't even get a check today. They direct deposit your check. Most of y'all never get any cash in y'all hand because y'all got a debit card. My wife don't never want no cash. I only want some cash. Because you can just swipe her debit card for $3. I did that one, shit. But here's the deal. They know if you get cash in your hand, you might not pay them the bill. So they want you to set up the payment on automatic payment. They want you to have automatic deposit and automatic withdrawal. So you get your check on Friday. And Friday night, they suck it all out for the bills. Then you get down to the church on Sunday, and they say, bring ye all the tithes into the storehouse. You ain't got none. Then pastor, don't give me no bad check. We can't do that with your bad check. Well, I can't give you nothing, pastor. So you put a little change in the bank. And then they try to negotiate with you why you don't have faith and why you're not tithing. Pastor, you got beat to the buck. You got beat. The corporate America beat you out. They set up automatic deposit, automatic sub. It's gone. It's gone. So y'all let me live and pay their money. I beat y'all. Y'all live right. It's gone. Some of y'all got y'all check yesterday. Y'all know y'all ain't got no money today. But just don't say nothing. We're going to keep laughing. We'll be okay. All right. But here's the key. If you want to retire, and you want $5,000 a month when you retire, you must ask and answer this question to yourself, not to me. Where am I going to get $5,000 a month when I retire? If I stop working, where does the money come from? That's a real question. Because if you stop working, just like the Jim said, I'm going to have to keep working. I need some money. I don't see. The Bible says, where there's no vision, he got no vision to see. He got no vision, so he said, I just got to keep working. Now, I'm not trying to make, I know it's funny, but I'm not trying to make it funny. But here's the deal. As young as you are, if you get this vision, that I need $1 million for every $5,000 I want to retire. Now you can save $500 a month till you're 65, 70 years old, and you have $1 million. Now you have $5,000 a month. Now you look at me like, well, where the heck am I going to get $5,000 from the savings? Okay? I'm going to tell you where you get $500 from the savings in a few minutes, okay? But you have the money. Everybody in this room that work a job, and God allow you to work for a rightful, to what we call a rightful old age of 65, 70 years age. And you working since you were 25, 30 years old. He gave you enough money that you could have retired on, but you didn't neglect to do it. Because you were destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You had the money. He gave it to you from your job. And you gave it away. I'll prove it to you in just a minute. Okay, so you need for every $5,000. So if you say, I want $10,000, you need $2 million. You want $20,000 a month, you need $4 million. Or you need to build a business. I got a lot of my friends in here today got businesses. The reason they in business with me, because I told them there was a one-legged man in a soccer contest. That ain't what I said. You said that ain't what I said. That's all that ain't what I said. Okay. Well, I said something close to that. Okay, something. I just watched the soccer game, man, the other day, right? And they were kicking. They got to kick. We got to kick one. If you ain't got one leg, you kick, you're in trouble, right? You kick one leg. See, here's the thing. If you build a business, you have to build a business where that income is not based upon you working. So that's called residual income. If you build a business and you want to retire, then you can retire from the job or the business you got, and then that business keep making you money. That's called residual income. So if you're going to retire, you're going to either have to have from your job, better say $500 a month, or from the business, you better build a business that give you residual income. I was straight. Now, okay, many of us, next page, sir, many of us criticize wealthy people. But let me ask the question. By show of hands, how many of us would like to be, and I'm gonna use the word wealthy, and then I'm gonna give you a definition of wealthy just for the purpose of this class. Now it can be much more. But I'm gonna say how many of us want to be wealthy, meaning we want at least $1 million a year or more income. Raise your hand. Okay? Now, since everybody has raised their hand, let's understand something. If you want to be that, never again criticize wealthy people. Because you don't need to criticize wealthy people, you need to emulate wealthy people. You can't criticize something you don't want to be. You don't want to be a ball player? So did you do what? Did you study ball players and try to be a ball player? Or what did you do? Just talk about they weren't no good? You need to study good ball player, don't you? Now, I don't know how well you can play ball. I'm not saying that. No, I'm just saying. That's what you have to do, is whatever it is you're trying to do. So if I'm trying to be wealthy, I don't need to criticize Mitt Romney. I try to figure out what he did. Well, here's what wealthy people do. They use strategies. They pay very little in taxes. They own businesses. They don't have jobs. And then they use a strategy called cash flow success. They take a portion of their cash and buy assets. And those assets make them more cash. As an example, they may buy apartment complexes and rent them out to those of you who want to rent an apartment. Now they took their cash and invested in an apartment complex, and that apartment complex now rented out, make them more cash. They may take their cash and buy a McDonald's, and now we go to McDonald's to eat, and that McDonald's make them more cash. They may invest in the stock market with their cash, and now as the stock market goes up, it makes them more cash. Everybody with me? So let's talk about those three strategies real briefly. Next page, sir. Okay, let's look at the effect of owning a business, okay? Let's do this first, JT. Let's go to the one that, U.S. household. Okay, in the presidential election, Mitt Romney said that 47% of Americans pay no taxes. How many people heard that during the election, during the presidential election? President Obama never disputed that. Let's look at these, not that one, U.S. households that don't pay taxes on Adobe. Okay? We open it up. There you go, right there. Scroll it down and make it big. All right. U.S. households that pay no taxes. Scroll down. Says right here, 47% of U.S. households pay no taxes. If you paying taxes and you make less than $50,000 a year, 63,500,000 folks pay no taxes. If you paying taxes, why are you doing that? Why would 63 million people be doing something you're not doing? If you make between 50 and 100, they have 5,700,000 people paying no taxes. If you make between 50 and 100 and are paying taxes, would you like to join this group or would you like to keep paying taxes? D, what would happen to your check if they took no taxes out of it and you had all of your money to bring home? Would that change your life positively or would it be negative? You had all of it. They didn't take no taxes out. That means you brought home more money. Would that be better for you or worse? Okay? Now, scroll down, sir. If you make between 100,000 and 500,000, they got 736,000 people pay no taxes. How much do you earn? 500,000 to a million, 17,000. And over a million, we have 6,000 people. So we got 71 million people in America pay no taxes. So which category do you want to be in? You want to be in the 53% paying taxes or the 47% not paying taxes? Who want to be in 47%? Raise your hand. Okay, now you at least have to say, well, what do these people do? See, the old cliche, you got to pay taxes, you going to jail, ain't nothing to that. Ain't nothing to that. That's miseducation. So you have to say, what do these people do? Go to the 475. Okay? Here is one publication. This is not MyEcon. Put it up, scroll there so you can see it. All right, that's good. This is one publication that says if you own a home-based business or if you are self-employed, there are 475 tax deductions that apply to self-employed, home-based business owners. If you are not self-employed or don't have a home-based business, are you in business right now? You do have a home-based business? You in MyEcon? Okay, that's all I want to make sure. I just want to be sure. Okay, say it loud then. Say it loud. Okay. All right. Let me get someone else. Okay, the 4th grade teacher here. What's your name again? Shatori. You're not in business right now, right? This book is not talking to you. It's discriminating against you. Because you're a 4th grade teacher in Greensboro, North Carolina. Black on top of that. Because you know we got to have a reason why they talking to us. I'm black. And they just don't want black folks to know that. That's number one excuse. But here's the deal, I'm black. You know it's hard on a black man. I'm a black man. When I thought about what it takes to get wealthy, I said, I got to figure out what it takes to get wealthy. I want to get wealthy. I heard all kinds of stuff. I was born in Mississippi. I drank too much gin. I acted too crazy. I dropped out of college. I did everything that they said you can't do and be successful. I did every one of it. You know, like if you playing baseball, you got to touch all bases. I touched every base. I camped out on some of them sometimes. I touched the ball turn. I ain't missed none. All the way till I was 30 years old. And one day, somebody walked into my life and said, man, you want to get rich? And all of a sudden, it didn't seem that important to drink no more. All of a sudden, it didn't seem that important to go to the club no more. All of a sudden, it didn't seem that important to work overtime no more. It seemed like I need to go get this done. So here's the thing. If you don't get a business, don't blame me, don't blame nobody else after today. Because you can eliminate your taxes by getting a home-based business. Now let me show you how that works. Go back to the presentation, Jay. Okay, now let me show you how that works here, okay? Here's what happens, okay? Now, let's take the left side up here, okay, your left. This person does what many people do. They make $55,000 on the job, and then they get a part-time job because they say, I need some help. So it's a total of $60,000. You get itemized and standard deductions. Then you're going to get your exemptions. Well, they're going to pay taxes on $29,600, which is $3,544 in taxes. The person on the right does the same thing, but they get a home-based business. And they earn $5,000 a year in a home-based business. Now, they get the same exemption, but you can see in the blue, because of this, we only took 2 deductions for business. We took driving your car. Now, how many of you drive a car back and forth to work every day? Okay, you can get 56 cents a mile. So 10 miles driving your car equals $5.60 tax deduction. If you got a car that's burning a gallon of gas in 10 miles, then you might want to get a tune-up. So you might want to do something with that car. If it ain't giving 10 miles to the gallon, I don't know what you got, a tractor or something over here. I don't know what you got. I hope you get more than 10 miles. Now, a gallon of gas, even though it's high, it ain't quite $4 a gallon right now, is it? So understand, the government is giving you more per mile than a gallon of gas costs. You really should get probably 20 miles to the gallon, and that would be $11.20 tax deduction. Now, if you get in a business, you can deduct your mileage driving back and forth to work. Now, I don't know why you wouldn't want to do that. How many of our guests have children? Anybody got children? Okay, you got children? Okay. Are your children still home with you? They're grown? Okay, they're adults, okay? All right. Anybody got children at home? Okay, got children at home. But each child at home, does it cost money to raise the children? Because hopefully when they out, don't cost them money. You know, but they would live with you. That's what I call grown children. When they out and you still come back home, tell them, help me out. That's what I call grown children. But see, children you are required to take care of, right? So when it costs $5,000 or $6,000 a year to feed, house, and clothe a child, or more, right? The government will give you, if you have a home-based business, it will allow you to employ your children and pay them $6,000 a year tax-free. Each child, one child is $6,000, the second child is $6,000, the third child is $6,000, the fourth child is $6,000. Well, Let's just say you had 3 children. That'd be $18,000 a year tax deduction. As Ms. Curry and I had. We paid our daughter. She went to the University of North Carolina here in Chapel Hill. We paid her to go to school. When she got out of school, she had no debt, but she wrote it off on her tax, we wrote it off on our tax. So this is a huge benefit. Now look over here. They pay $1,200 in taxes. The difference is they get a refund on the left side of $2,400, but on the right side they get a refund of $4,700. Now here's the deal, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want you to get the refund. We want to show you how to change your W-4. We want to show you how to change your W-4, and that W-4 will give you more income in your check right now. Would you rather wait for a refund, or would you rather get your money in your check now? So you can pay some bills right now. You can get that money in your check next week, or next pay period, if it's more than 2 weeks away. That's a strategy that will allow you to change your life. Let's talk about the next thing. You got a couple of requirements that the government requires. Next page, sir. The government requires you to keep good records. So as a part of keeping good records, we have an online system called the Cash Flow Management System. This is an online record-keeping system. You can track your mileage. You can track all of your business expenses online. And by keeping your records here, those records will allow you to get tax deductions and be qualified for those tax deductions. And if you get an audit, they will withstand an audit. The next thing that the IRS says you must do, next page, is you must own and operate your business in an attempt to make a profit. It didn't say you had to make a profit, but it says you must operate your business with the intent to make a profit. Now, so here's what happened. When you enroll in MyEcon, the cost to enroll in MyEcon is $179.99. 180, if you will, for those of you trying to figure out. $180. Enroll in MyEcon. Then you have a $29.95 monthly fee. The first question is someone said, well, why do I have to pay to be in this job? Well, it's not a job. You're not getting a part-time job, you're getting a part-time business. And this is going to allow you to take advantage of the tax advantage of the home-based business. But also it's going to allow you to make more money. How are you going to make more money? Okay, everybody gets this website that looks just like this. Down there where you see it says, I choose my economy, your name will go there, and your picture can go in there where the eagle is, should you desire. But then, on the next page, JT, this is our product menu. We take a difference than most other companies. We don't choose to say we have one special product, because we know people like a multitude of different things. So what we want you to do is select what products that fit you. My wife and I are traveling here today. We live in a hotel. So we use Priceline Travel to book our travel. So on the travel, we went on there and book travel through Priceline. Priceline pays MyEcon a commission. We make money. We have a nutritional product called Daily Ultimate. In your package, you have a brochure on that. You don't have to put it out right this moment. You can look at it later on. But the Daily Ultimate has over 200 minerals, enzymes, and antioxidants. That's a great product. That product itself, if you use it, it will help your body do all of the things it's supposed to do health-wise, because it put the minerals and antioxidants back in there that you need. Now, when you sell that product to yourself or anyone else, a commission is paid on that product. We have coffee. We have some in the back. You can even try this. The Gano Platinum is a gourmet-style coffee. We have some samples back today. You can get your cup and try it. It's like a latte-type coffee. Feel free to try it. But when you sell or buy that product for yourself or anyone else, then you make a commission on that product. Okay, then we have the Nubia Trim coffee. It is a dietary supplement type coffee, which means it helps appetite suppressant. We have that coffee also here today. Should you desire to try a pack, feel free to make you a cup today and try it. It will help suppress your appetite. It has keynote raspberry in it. It has green coffee bean and the Ganoderma, and it is a great product. I love it. You don't have to agree with me, but try it for yourself. If you buy or sell that product, you're going to make some money. We have in your package something called the Family Shield 360. It is an identity theft. I sell it as an identity theft product. Simply means all of us need identity theft protection. For $13.95 a month, you can buy that product should you desire. And you're also going to get along with that discount legal services and a few other products. And then one of the flagship products we have is our online shopping mall. We have over 1,000 stores. Everything from Walmart to Macy's to Foot Locker to Timberland to Jessica Simpson to Lowe's, you name it. Stacey Adams, Joseph A. Banks. We got all kind of stores on here. Kmart, Sears, Target. All of these stores are online shopping malls. We have contracts with those stores that when you shop, they pay us. And then we split that commission with you. So if you're shopping and you get, and let's say they give us a dollar back, we'll give you 50% of that dollar. If they give us $10, we'll give you $5 of that money. And then those of you that become MyEcon associates, we'll give you a commission on top of that. So these are products and services that you sell to family and friends. People select what it is they want to buy instead of you going out trying to enforce what they should buy. We have all of these products and services. In addition, we have motivational sessions through Page. That's a great product for people as you get in business. You're going to need extra encouragement. So instead of sitting around at night watching, what that thing they watch, 24 or something other? And what's that other scandal thing that was on there? Scandal? Flip on Page and listen to Page. What you do, Term? You watch Scandal or you watch Page? You Page. See, instead of watching Scandal, watch Page. Feed your brain something else. The Bible says renew your mind. You need to renew it with the Bible, but you need to renew it with business too. So instead of watching the game, some of y'all were happy about LeBron. Y'all be happy. What you happy about LeBron for? How do that help you? Where he playing, how does that help you? So, flip on Page. You get paid to motivate yourself. You make a commission while you sit there, listen to yourself, listen, get being motivated. You'll get a commission. Now, I'm telling you, that's great stuff, folks. So this is the store of where you buy and sell product. Online. Everybody order online. You ain't got to ride around with no products in your car. You ain't got to buy them up front and go take them to nobody and then keep records. Every time a sale is generated, that when I was talking about it earlier, that back office, it tracks every sale. You can go back there and look at who bought. If somebody in California bought off your site, it'll tell you who bought and what they bought. And you just get paid. So networking is people telling people getting paid. Now, remember I talked earlier about leveraging residual income. Let's go to the next page, sir. When you come in this business, someone invited you here today to this meeting. We want you to do the same thing. Because here's the thing, all of you who work a job, let me ask this question. Do someone make money off you on your job every day? You the top person. You got some supervisors over you? They get paid when you work. That's why they fire you if you mess up, don't they? They're like, shoot, you messed up, you better not get me fired. Is that what happened? Now, how many of you have a cell phone? How many of you pay a bill on that cell phone every month? Keep your hand up. Okay, somebody pays if you don't. How many of you got lights in your house? How many of you pay a light bill every month? So you believe in leverage, you believe in residual. Come on down, we got plenty of seats down here. Come on down, Pastor. We got plenty of them down, don't worry about it, come on down. No, come on down, don't worry about it. We got right here waiting on you, right here. Front row. We say the front row for the late folks. We love to do it. What's your name, young lady? No, not in the front row, come on down here. You're late now, what's your name? Deborah Jordan, okay. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. Okay, I can do that with Pastor. All right, you go back there with us. He said you go sit back there. You go ahead on. You go ahead on back there. All right, you go back there and sit back there. All right, I'll stay out that thing now. All right, okay. let me wrap this up here, okay? Now, here's the thing. As you refer people, you come in business for $179. You're going to get 25% of commission. When someone enrolled in business, there's a $100 commission on that enrollment. So the first 3 people you make $25 on. After the 3rd person, the 4th person, you see person D, you're going to get 50%. $50 of $100, 50% of $100 is $50. But now, that opens up what we call your base shop. And because we open up a base shop, now you're going to get leveraged income on everybody else that comes through that base shop. So now, as you can see, D1, D2, D3, all the way through D6, you make $25. So that means they came through your base shop. The first 3 people through each person's base shop, you make $25 a person on. So now you made 50 times 1 is 50, 6 times 25 is 150, that's $200. But for every 7, you get a $1,000 bonus. So you make $1,200 on every 7 that enter your business. If you didn't refer any of them, they all came through someone else, you make $25. That's called leveraged income. You make $25. 25 times 7 is $175, plus $1,000 bonus. You get the $1,000 bonus every time you hit 7. If you hit 7 in a week, you get $1,000 a week. If you hit 7 in a day, you get $1,000 a day. Now it kind of works like your paycheck do at the job. You know, you make some money every day you work on the job, they just pay you every 2 weeks. So we only pay once a week on this, okay? But you earn the money, and we pay every Friday. And you can do direct deposit. So you know you want to go ahead and make sure that money's in there so they can get it. You can go ahead and do that, okay? So we have direct deposit. Now, so for every 7, you're going to make $1,000. Folks, you can build leverage and residual income. And on the $29.95 a month, on that, you can get up to $6 a person. So if I was trying to replace $5,000 a month household income, I would need about 300 people in business with me. That don't mean I got them all, because remember I got people through all of these, people telling people. I need about 300 people on my team. So now 300 people on my team will pay me about $5,000 a month, monthly residual income. And if that was all you wanted to do, you could go home and sit up, put your heels up, and watch LeBron's in Cleveland next year get whooped. You can go over here and watch the Panthers. You can watch the Bobcats. You can do whatever you want to do. If that's all you want with $5,000 a month. But I sense you're going to get to want a little bit more. So now as you get a little bit more, you're going to grow another level. Next page, sir. Now, so let's talk about this last strategy we're going to be through here. Cash flow success. That's when you take some of your cash and buy an asset, and then that asset turns into something else. So let's minimize your taxes. Let's cut taxes on your job, $300 to $500 a month. And some jobs, you can come to $1,000 a month. Let's go out and make $500 to $1,000 in business. And let's take that money, and if we will, since we didn't have it before, since you are living now without the tax dollar, we know you can live without it. You don't have to go get a new car. You've already proved you can live without your tax dollar. They take them out your check every pay period, and you don't have it. So instead of going to buy a new car, when you get the money in your check, drop it on debt, and you'll eliminate your debt quickly. You can eliminate all your debt in less than 7 years. And when you eliminate your debt, now you can be on your way to success, because you can build personal financial success. Okay, let's go to the next page, sir. This small example of a family that has $30,000 in household debts, like a car loan and a few credit cards. You know, if you got a $21,000 car and 5 or 6 credit cards with some debt on it, you got $30,000. $750 a month. Is that unreal? Because you know you got that car payment, it's already $500. So I want you to understand this is a real example. You will be years paying that off. Because the credit cards, most of them, you only pay interest. But if you take the $1,100, you save $300 in taxes, make $800 business, and put that on the debt, You can eliminate all that debt in 20 months. But look what happened when you did eliminate that debt. You can then go invest in the stock market. Get about 8 to 12% return on the money, and have $1 million somewhere between 15 and 20 years. We use 20 here because we got an 8-year, 8% return. But you can get a higher rate of return than that. Some of you all don't know this because you don't listen to this. The stock market is busting through the seam. The stock market is over 17,000. Now that don't mean anything to you all. But before you leave here today, Mr. Hill is going to talk a little bit about that because that's what he do. He's going to share a little bit about that. But now you're not going to get that unless you stay all day. I mean, just the way it played out. He's going to talk about investments on this afternoon on how you can change your life, folks. We're going to talk this whole system through today. How you do that. How this becomes real in your life. We're going to talk about what the problem is this morning, and then we're going to start talking about solutions. And we're going to work on solutions all day long on how to fix your life. So whatever you had planned for the rest of the day, guess, call them and say, look here, something else came up. You know how you do, an emergency came up. I got emergency. I got to stay here. I can't leave. Because see, there's something else going on. People call you all the time about, I got an emergency. My kid over here doing this. I had a kid, they play sports. And I went to see him if I didn't have no meeting. But if I had a meeting, I didn't go to the sports game. Mama went. Maybe. Maybe they just went by themselves. But my kids, they're pretty athletic kids too. Last page, sir. So, if you ain't got $179 a day, that's the number one reason you need to do this business. Because you ain't got $179, you broke. Now, when you gonna get unbroke? Now, don't, y'all keep smiling, don't say nothing. But when you gonna get unbroke? You know your check ain't got no money in the next week. And the week after that, and the week after that. So now you got to do something different. You already approved what you don't. See, I ain't the one got you broke. You came here that way. That's where it was. See, I'm talking about me. I just say me. Well, me and Miss Carey have two jobs. I worked for a 4,500 company. She worked for the government. We had good benefits. And every time we got our check, we were broke. Not one time, every time. Not maybe we were broke. We were broke every single time. We had a house note, car note, some children, and some credit cards, and we were broke. So I said, we got to do something different. And she from Mississippi too. So she hadn't got all sophisticated enough, you know. I said, I think we ought to miss our house note. She said, okay, honey. And we missed our house note. It cost us $375 to get in business. Now, she sure was glad we missed our house note then. Because, man, she ain't had to work since 1995. She sure was glad we missed that house note. Because now we got enough money that we don't have to miss the house note. We can do what we need to do. And we can spend and have extra to do the different things we need to do. Now, I'm not trying to say this to boast or brag, but we had to make a bold vertical move. Because wasn't no need me waiting around talking about, well, sooner or later, I'm going to have the money. Myron, I didn't have the money. I couldn't see no money nowhere. Only play I could do was cancel something that I had to pay. And the house note was the biggest thing I had at the time. It was over $375. That was 1987. And so I skipped the house note. And we got in business. And that changed our lives. If you make a move today, you can get in business with us and get this website I'll tell you about. We'll get a world-class business income system. You're going to get financial software. You're going to get the tax benefits and all that. And you're going to see our recognition and support and all that stuff we do today. We're going to do all that stuff today. You're going to see people that get thousands of dollars of checks today. We're going to be presenting people with thousands and thousands of dollars of checks today. All that's going to happen here today. We got a wonderful day laid out for you. And so whoever invited you here today, they can get with you real quickly. and they can get you signed up. If you're gonna stay around, they can sign you up a little bit later. There ain't no big rush to sign you up right now. If you're gonna be staying, if you're gonna be leaving, they can get with you and get you signed up before you leave. If you're gonna stay in the package there, you know, and stuff, just let them know what you wanna do, and they'll be happy to help you out